Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another LEGO review from Brick by Brick, and today we're going to have a pretty long one because it's a very big and detailed set, and it is Lord Business's Evil Lair. 738 pieces and $69.99. It's at 70809. It's pretty funny. 789. So it comes with 7 figures. Kind of 8 because of Lord Business. You'll see why if you don't already know. But anyway, so we'll start with the figures. I'll do Emmett first for you guys. So here is Emmett. Alright, there we go. So you can see he's got his hairpiece with the hair sticking up in the back. Front side of his face, pretty confident. Second side of his face, not so much. But I'm going to stick with the second side of his face because you'll see why. Because that's basically what he's going to be like for the rest of the video. You can see he's wearing a blue shirt. He's got his orange construction vest above it. And he's got the pen in his pocket. You can see his belt. He's got a silver buckle. And he's got his name tag thing that says Emmett. And he's got the silver reflective stripes there. He does have the piece of resistance, which is removable over his neck plate there, which you can see he has that back printing. Most of you probably have an Emmett, so that's why I did him first, because he's least cool of the figures. Probably the next 2 worst figures are Ma Cop and Pa Cop. However, they still are pretty cool. We'll start with Ma Cop. So, Ma Cop and Pa Cop both have these transparent, like clear green Army Man bases. That's what they were first used for. So you can see Ma Cop is supposed to only have this, but it came with an extra pair of handcuffs, so I gave her the handcuffs too. First thing you'll notice about Ma Cop is her cool hair. It's a nice color of hair for that piece. And she does have the scared side of her face because she's being craggled. And then here's the other side of her face. Which I'll keep like that while I'm showing you the character. Here's her torso. She has a tie. She's got her badge on one side, other pocket on the other. No back printing, but you can see her mouth from the back. And no printing on her legs. But we'll switch her back to this and then go on to the next figure. I'm just going to place her on the stand for now. You can pose here like I had earlier, or like I have Pa Cop posed right now. Here is his stand, putting that down there. Alright, so he's got a scared face on already. I like his hairpiece, it's nice. It's not a new hairpiece, but it's a new color for that hair, I think. You can see his glasses. He's got some big glasses. And then the mustache. Nice mustache. And by the way, Ma Cop and Pa Cop are the parents of Bad Cop. There's his calmer face. Still looks pretty grumpy, though. You can see this guy's got 2 pockets, and he has a badge above his pockets. And yeah, so they have 2 different torsos. Basically, is what I'm getting at. And he has a pair of handcuffs, no back printing on him. But he gets to be scared, too. Next figure is probably El Macho Wrestler. He looks a lot like the Super Wrestler from the Collectible Minifigure Series 1. If only this would focus. There we go. So he has a cape, that's nice. He actually does have back printing, so I'll take off the cape in a minute. But there's his face. You can see he's got like the gold mask. Well, he's got the red mask, and then he has the gold on the front. He's got this gold thing up there, and you can see he's got a mustache. It looks a lot like the Taco Tuesday guys. Well, actually, there is his torso printing. You see he's got the belt. And then his pants look pretty cool. They've got stars on them. Here is the back printing. You know, simple. You can just see the back of the belt. And the back of this thing, this little vest thing. I don't even know what you would call that. Next figure is probably Business Kitty. these last 3 figures are the best figures of this set. They are really the draw for this set. So here's Buisness Kitty. Technically not a minifigure, but you can see she has the 2, I think those are new colors for her like feet, and her neck is also maybe a new color. But yeah, she does have some cool prints on her. This tail piece is a new piece. It's blue. They're gonna have them in green and I think orange or red maybe for Angry Kitty and Queasy Kitty. You see she's got the horn. Nothing on the back of her like face print, but you can see she's got like the scribbled on glasses because this is their distraction. While Emmett and Wild Style maybe, and Batman and Benny and Metalbeard are all doing something else. Wait, no, not Batman. Batman and Unikitty go into this little room here. Although you can see she's got, I think that's the sign for pounds, maybe, or euros, one of the above. And then a percent sign. On the front she has a nice scribbled on tie. Then a dollar sign, and I think that might be a cent sign, or either that's just a star, maybe, something. And then an @ symbol. So that's nice. And you can see she's really a cool character. Next figure is Vitruvius. I'll leave Lord Buisness for last, but first I'll do the staff. You can see the staff is like this. Well, actually, it's like this. Just a regular like staff, like Sensei Wu staff, and then you have that. Then this piece just goes onto that stud, and that's his staff. It's not as bent in the as in the movie, because in the movie it's a partially eaten lollipop, but whatever. Now Vitruvius is a really cool figure indeed. You can see here's his hair. It's got like the braid and like a rubber band going around the top. So that in itself is cool. But the fact that he also has a beard to go with it makes it even awesomer. Awesome. I'm going to leave him disassembled for a little while because you'll see that his beard is awesome. But here's his face. I'm going to show you. I'll show you the figure with both faces on, but I need to show you both faces so that you can see the mouths. If this would... Okay, there we go. You can see there's his first face, and then this one looks kind of creepy, but whatever. And then here is the cape. This thing is awesome. It's a disco cape, as the Brick Show called it. But yeah, on the inside it's a light blue cape. And I'll show you his printing here, no back printing. You can see like his swirly tie-dye cape there. Got some nice printing down there. Yeah, he's got basically like a robe on, a white robe overneath, because that's a word, guys. And this is how you put the cape on. If I could get the cape on. Then you put the beard on over it, over the cape. And then here is the head. And there's with one side of the head, with the first side, I'll say. And here's the one with the slightly more creepy head. Well, I'm gonna put him with the other one so he has a big glowing eyes. And then here's the last figure, Lord Buisness. Alright, so start with the legs. They get wider as they go down. So yeah, it's got on the bottom a layer of transparent plates on both sides, and it goes up like that basically. And then we've got this part. These are all transparent plates, but they just revolve colors. And then this is the figure itself, plus a little plate that always wants to stay on. This is a figure itself. These black pieces are part of the legs. I cannot take them off. They're glued on there in the factory. You'll see he's got his cape. It looks like a tie. I'll get to that when I do, though. First of all, this is the headpiece. Well, I mean hat piece. Well, there it is. One sec, I'm just gonna reach down and grab me that piece that fell. Cause I don't think you want to see Lord Buisness without that piece, cause then he looks creepy. But there you go. It's basically just got studs on those for the figure. Now he does have a double-sided face, but this side of the face would only be used if you were using the helmet, because it's like his visor, and that looks really pretty freaky. But yep. So here is the neck shoulder piece thing, and wow, that was pretty magical. The cape stayed in, but it's basically just a black thing, and then it has a tie printed on it, because I don't know, he likes ties. Speaking of ties, this is supposed to be a tie. And then since you would want to transform him into President Buisness, you'll see that these pants won't let you, so they throw in an extra pair of pants. And then you just put on the head and the hair. So basically, you could leave these pieces on the two legs at all times. You see? This will always stay like that. You would just swap the torso and stuff out. So yeah, you know, there's President Buisness, no back printing. When you have it as President Buisness, you can kind of see that. But you can like put this, you can just take that off, go like this, and this is really how fast it's going to take you to put together Lord Buisness from President Buisness. It's really not that hard. Probably do it quicker than that. I just did that really slowly. But there you go. That's all the figures. And so I'm going to cut the video for now and get everything set up so that it'll all be working for the Alrighty guys, so I'm going to do the review of the building in two sections really. First I'm going to do the bottom floor, then I'll do the top floor. Then, well actually maybe I'll do a third section that'll allow me to show you all the floors at once. So basically, I'll start with the TV studio. First floor, down on the ground you have this camera, which is really a quick build. I might do a tutorial on how to build like a movie camera, like similar to this, because it's really quick. And then we have a couch, which is awesome. It's obviously in the recording studio, which I guess I'll do the whole recording studio at once just by lifting this up. For Where Are My Pants, that is a sticker. And then we have these stage lights that can swing back and forth. And this one too, and they're like at an angle now. Basically this is built with one of these, and then another one going sideways. And it can swing back and forth. Swing this far forward, this far back. So yeah. Next room we have is this room, which is really, this thing is a nice build. You can fit 4 figures in the 4 chairs. And, well, I showed you how to build this thing, so you should know if you already watched it. Here we go in the room. I really like the look of the transparent blue. And you can see their sales are really rising. It does say sales at the top, nothing else really special about that. So there's that little room. These are basically the most boring rooms. And you would put like Buisness Kitty in here on the table if you were playing. If you had a Bruce Wayne figure, maybe you would throw him in here. and like some other people who work there. And, well, kind of spoiling it, but, whoops. That was another feature that I'll get to later that I accidentally triggered. But here is this section right here. And this is where Ma Cop and Pa Cop would just be hanging out. Don't ask why they're scared right now, they really shouldn't be. But then, you would push this thing, and I guess that's way too close. But the figures would be like up here, and then it traggled. So, I'll move these figures out of the way over here, so that I can swing it around, and I guess I'm going to have to move these over here. Oops, Buisness kitty fell off the table. So here is the back here. One thing I'm going to say is you need to push this thing out before you can pull the whole thing in. So basically, you see you have this down here and this here. So in order to open the door, you can see I open the door right there by pushing on this red thing. And it'll open and close because of these like things that are connected to the doors. There you are right there. And that's basically how it works. So yeah, basically after you push this out, you're going to want to push the bottom thing, and that'll get you this result. You push this in, so then after that's in, once you push the bottom thing, it'll come out like that. But we can close that for now, and well, I guess maybe I can try and screw on the tripod now during the video. It's not turning out very well, just kidding. I actually have it pretty much. But anyway, you can see the top floor. Here are the think tanks, which is why El Macho is included in the set. You don't really see him much at all in the movie. He doesn't have a single line. He's not a main character whatsoever. Neither really are Ma Cop or Pa Cop, but whatever. I understand why they're included in the set, because they were actually rather major characters in the movie. More major than El Macho. But see, basically, these are two of the exact same builds. This piece right here is how you attach the minifigure by the back of their legs. So you can't attach Vitruvius, obviously, even though he's the only other master builder that's in person form in the set. So basically, in this scene of the movie, he's like walking across this thing. And then he'll end up falling into this room, actually, so it's not very accurate in room size or placing. But this is obviously the room over here where it counts down to counts down Mississippi's. First thing you'll notice is that up here is the Craggle. So the Craggle basically, here it is. You can take it off pretty easily if you want. But basically the Craggle is attached through these hook pieces, and then you could take, this is the base for the Craggle that really attaches up to there, and it looks a lot like a scorpion. But then here's the Craggle build itself. It's got two stickers, and the piece of resistance, or the cap to the Craggle, would actually go here. I'm not sure if the Craggle is real sized. I don't think so, because that looks weird. But yeah, so that is where the piece of resistance would go to blow up the Craggle. And then it just fits onto those studs, which I'm trying to do, but for some reason I can't. And you just pull this down, and it goes onto there. and you attach this on like this. And then below it, you can see this thing. This is where Lord Buisness should be able to fit there, but he isn't able to. But this is the battery right here that M is attached to in the movie. The weird thing about this, though, is that Lord Buisness really can't fit anywhere. So you can see this. The string just wraps around that. But if you pull this thing out, Emmett and the battery will fall to infinity and beyond. If you push this out, you get better results. If you're trying to push him out the window. But in a second, I'll show you the battery. I'm just going to pull that out. There, this is actually a pretty good view, because now you can kind of see both sides. So there you can see Emmett falls. He usually will land on the red thing that I showed you earlier to push out the, whatever it is, the Craigle. The Craigleizer, maybe. But here is the battery. Basically everything is attached through this piece. And this is the basically the assembly that holds the string on. So I'm going to put that there. It's a really long string. But here's the battery. It's got this sticker that says battery. And then on the side it has this sticker which says octane batteries. If I could get it to focus for you. Okay, octane batteries, tower 15 LL 56680, made in USA, Fabrique Ox EU. So that's cool. But basically, this is the only set where it tells you to put something else on Emmett's back besides the piece of resistance. So yeah, that's nifty and all. But now I'll get into my thoughts about the set. I guess while I do my thoughts about the set, I will, talk about the set. I mean, while I do my thoughts about the set, what was this? I guess I knocked some random pieces over there. I'm going to set up the figures and everything. So anyway, this set is a great set for the figures alone. It's kind of expensive to get these figures in this set. But, they're really cool figures. And I mean, the set itself has quite a few cool functions. The battery falling, that thing was pretty cool. Pushing out this door here, like I just did. That's a cool function. And then the other cool function is the fact that there's a couch and you can sit on the couch. No way. But yeah. The other cool function is that you can turn Lord Buisness into President Buisness. It's all cool stuff. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I know, quite a long one. But anyway. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you did, share this video, favorite this video, do all that great stuff to show support for the channel, and have a fan-flippantastic day. Keep building, folks. Yeah, fan-flippantastic day is better. If you want to know where that came from, that's from Buisness, by the way. So yeah, cool. Adios. For those of you who speak Spanish, like El Macho Wrestler. He looks like he speaks Spanish.